Welcome to Show Me Creeks. I'm Larry, and today we're going to fish this little stream here. I've got a rooster tail tied on that I'll probably end up using. This definitely looks deep enough for some bass, so we're going to toss around the bone chopo first. It kind of looks a little stained. I mean, to most of you guys it might be clear looking, but this area is typically crystal clear. So I might have got away with the old black chopo here. And if I don't get smacked on a bunch, I'm going to change it. Ooh. There it goes. It was getting ready to do it again. There we go. That's a good spot, bud. Look at that thing. Right there, drilled it. A little sore on him. These colors up here, that green, sometimes it really sticks out like it. That's kind of cool. Nice, let's toss it back. Little dude's solid. I'd say at least a pound. Spotted bass are real thick. There's a pretty good spotted bass there. I'll go up there and grab my other poles and sling them around a little bit. See if I can get something with that rooster tail. I got smacked a couple of times with that chopo, but not enough for me to keep throwing it right here. Should be able to get something out of here. I missed one on the chopo. This thing doesn't make any noise. It doesn't really attract them from far away like that old chopo does. There we go. Just have to throw it right on it, is what I was going to say. Nice. There we go. First little smallie of the day. Beautiful colors on this thing too. A lot of green in it. Kind of cool. The sun hits it just right anyway. I'll go ahead and see if I can't get an underwater release if this camera turns on. And it, oh, all right, well, here we go. In case you're wondering how big this Nico Helgermite is, that's the big one that they got. I got a couple of these on the website. These are natural, and I love them. They're huge, thick too, so they ain't gonna tear, that's for sure. All right, let's see what this little rooster tail can get. Okay, let's see. Little green sunfish, very pretty. Let's put it back here. See ya, buddy. All right, well, that's one on each lure. Kind of surprised the old rooster tail didn't get hit a lot more. Let's head on down through here. I'm not quite sure actually how much further I'm going to be able to go. It looks like it's going to start getting pretty deep. If that's the case, I'll bring the kayak here. Ooh, man, this might not look deep, but it is. Just deep enough to get your hair wet, if you know what I'm saying. Talk about fishy looking area. That's what I was thinking. Calm down. Always grab it. Oh, always try to grab the hook before I grab the fish. I don't want it sitting there shaking into me. A little spotted bass. I knew something be over there. This all looks really good right through here. Let's put it back. Calm down. I'll go over and tell your buddies, don't bite that stuff. Looks like a smallmouth. Oh, that's another good one. Very solid. Beautiful spotted bass here. This thing put up a good little fight. That's nice. That's at least 12, 13 inches. Easy a pound, maybe a pound and a quarter. Nice. Oh, little guy. Feisty. I mean, I'm not trying to catch real little ones. This right here ain't too bad. That's maybe 10 inches or so. But those little 5-inch ones just kill me. I can deal with this. Let's toss it back. Come on, I'll take you. That's a big one. Let's try to get that guy. Ah, that thing's like 3 foot long. I'd definitely take it. Damn, another fat spot. All right, looks like I didn't have the camera on for that last spotted bass, but I'd say probably 13 inches, maybe a pound and a quarter. Thing was thick. It actually makes me miss doing creek fishing like this. But our areas have been so low that, I mean, I'm just lucky this is kind of puddled up here. I bet on downstream it's going to be ankle deep again. But that's why I like floating through these areas too, so I can find spots that's puddled up like this and know, hey, is it worth the walk? To me, this one would be. All right, well, looks like the topwater bite was the best bite, so went ahead and stashed those 2 poles over here in the woods, and we're going to head down the creek here a little bit more and just sling around the topwater. I feel like I wasted like 30 minutes here messing around with the rooster tail and the hellgrammite because I didn't really get any action on it when I could have been down there, because they were smacking it here. You know what I mean? A lot of times you'll sit there, and that's why I don't use other baits, because you'll just sit there and waste your time. I'm a topwater person. I mean, I like that. Bow! I like seeing it. You know what I mean? Tried in here a few more times though before we head downstream. Can't remember if I caught anything over here. I mean, it still looks fishy, so. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, looked like there should be something other over there. Well, I was right. There was something over there. Let's toss it back. I think that's the smallest bass I caught today. That's one thing I like about these creek fishing like this. Typically your bass are all, I mean, I feel like I always catch about 14-inch, 13-inch bass. I mean, obviously that one wasn't, and this one probably ain't. See how that thing just fought and fought and fought? And you know what I've noticed too? All the smallmouth have that front hook in their mouth. The spotted bass have the back hook. That means the smallmouth are feeding. Spotted bass are just assholes. There we go. That must be the little Dinkville over there. Let's toss it back. See if something else ain't over there. I mean, definitely topwater. I'm definitely glad I went back to it. And this is why I stick with it so much, because I try other stuff, it just doesn't get hit. And then you use this and then boom, 2 in a row, you know. I mean, they weren't monsters or nothing, but every inch is 1 inch bigger than what I caught with the other ones. The more leaves that fall on top of the water, the harder it is to fish this topwater. But as long as you can just move the tip of your rod way over here, or I could go way over here. Let's go around this one and we'll come right back through here. I mean, you can sit there and just move the tip of your rod to get around these leaves. So don't be discouraged if there's a bunch of leaves on here. Well, this is really nice. I definitely yacked this. All right, well, this looks good and all, but it's pretty dead. I didn't really see anything follow my bait or nothing. Let's see if anything's in right here. Nope. This is getting real tiny again, so we might be turning around. Maybe I won't kayak this. Looked like it was going to stay big. Well, this would be a lot of dragging. I'm gonna fish at the end of this little ripple. Hope something's sitting over here. Probably not. It's looking pretty small. This still looks kayakable. This little section right here, you'd have to drag it through. Alright, well, that's going to do it. I made it back to my truck, obviously. I appreciate you watching. That was a good day. Days like that actually make me like waiting. Now, I wish I didn't take that rooster tail and the Nico Helgramite. I wish I would have just thrown topwater all day like I normally do. I think I probably wasted about 45 minutes to an hour trying to fish those baits, when really I'd have probably got smacked with that topwater, because it ended up turning off on me. But that happens. I mean, it's noon, 12:30 right now, so I mean, once it gets, you know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, topwater bite kind of just goes away. But at least in these little creeks, there's a lot of shade, and I feel like in the shady areas, even on big rivers, the shady areas, you may still get hit on. That's what I always feel like, and that's typically where I get smacked at. Good luck if you get out. We'll see you on the next one.